Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Tampa. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. To the air right away is Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Finding room at midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Wentz. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And it's caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. On 2nd and goal. Wentz looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. The pass is caught by pt8. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. A shotgun give to Fournette. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up Alabama.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. Touchdown, Washington. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Slide for the pt8. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Commanders 14, Buccaneers 6. Joey Slide to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slide now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hey, ball 66. Hey, ball.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lefty.
Play action. Now Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Wentz now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Check it, reload. Hey,
here's Brady to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On first down, Brady. He completes it right side to White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, here's White. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47.
To throw is Brady. He's got White here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, it's caught. This is White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Shadow! Check it! Ball bandit! Cover!
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. The 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Buccaneers 6. Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Cade Otton, 61 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
Cover! Hey, Alabama.
Brady will look to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He breaks it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. He's got it to Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. Touchdown, Washington! Logan Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Commanders 29, Buccaneers 20. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go up. No, 672.
Now Brady. Completes it again to Gage. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big...
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races. And there he goes.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour.
Waste of time.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brady now on first down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, goal 66. Help him.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. To try again after the sack. Wentz under pressure, and they got to him again. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And Thomas has it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
No, 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And some room to work. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check it. Hold 50.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Touchdown! Cade Otton, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Alpha. Check it, reload. It's Linda.
Brady's going to look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Thomas brings it in. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Commanders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Wentz going to look to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, and he works free. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This is a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Wentz to throw for it on 4. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Mike Edwards picks it off. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Brady to throw again. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
Regular. 72.
Now Brady. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 72 yards. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now once again, Washington going to break the huddle and go for 2. And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Finds White. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Sugar! Hey, Alabama. Sugar!
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
66. Alpha.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On third down, Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end,